with our Sunrise strength and stretch equipment that you're going to want to have on hand, some weights and a mat. And that's all we're really going to need for our 30-minute workout today. And maybe we'll even see the sunrise while we're at it. All right, we're going to get started with the warm up. We'll focus on legs today. We'll get some good squats, lunges, goblet squats, even some starts in, and we'll do some sun salutations and then some stretching at the end. So it should be a nice, well-rounded 30-minute class. It'll fly right by. All right, we're going to get started with some step touch. So we're just going to take it side to side, move those arms. And then you can get a little lower. You get the hips down a little bit more. Draw in on the core, nice and tall through the spine. Just a few more here. And then we're gonna keep the step touch, but step up. So stay a little higher with the hips, higher with the chest, reach up through the arm. So getting the shoulders mobilized here this morning as well. A lift and a lift. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, tap backs, tap back. Reach it back. The arms can kind of reach forward here. Waking up on this beautiful Friday morning. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and just some squats. Down and up, down and up. So while we're squatting through, pay attention to how we're feeling through our joints, our knees, our hips, maybe our shoulders and ankles. Nice. 4, 3, 2, and we'll stand and march. So let's get those legs moving. Now, if you want to, you can do a little bit of a boxer jog or some high knees. It depends on where your energy is today. So let's just wake it up, shake it out. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and all right. We will start walking out into a plank. So we're gonna fold down here, walk the hands out in front, find your plank, engage through glutes, broaden through shoulders, walk your hands back to the feet, and then you can hinge up or roll up, arms overhead. Let's do it again. Hinge down, soften the knees here a little bit, walk the hands out, find your plank, pause, feeling strong, and then walk the hands to the feet, and then bring it up, roll it up, hinge it up, arms overhead, and arms back down. And I think we are warmed up enough to get started. Today, we're actually gonna start with starts. So no pun intended. So I'm gonna grab my mat. I'm gonna keep it layered up here a little bit and come on down. So here's what a start looks like. Your back knee is on the ground. Your front heel is right next to it. Your back heel is popped, you're on the ball of the foot. What it's gonna look like is you're gonna lift the hips up and down with your hands on the ground, or if you wanna elevate them with weights or something else, that makes it a little bit easier. This is a mobility, strength blend. All right, here we go. Lift and down, lift and down. So as we do this, what we're feeling here, we're feeling the front hamstring stretch a little if it's tight. Quadriceps are really going to be working. You're going to get a good burn in the front of each leg. Yes, it starts to set in right about now. Keep on going. 2 more. And release. Switch sides. Other foot comes in front. Line the other knee up with it. We'll get those hands placed. Tuck your back toes under, engage through your core, and let's press, lift and down. Another thing to think about, we're trying to keep weight in that front heel, keep driving the weight in through the front heel. Lift and down, lift and down, up, up. So we're finding again our strength and our flexibility here. 4, 3, 2, 1, and Nice work. And bring it up, shake it out a little bit. Yeah, these are sneaky and good. I'm gonna set my mat off just to the side for a moment and we're gonna go into squat. So grab hold of your weights. We're gonna pick up the intensity here. So let's set the shoulders nice and broad. Feet under the shoulders or hips, whatever feels best. We'll start with the toes pointed forward and we'll evolve together as we need. Drop and up, down and up, reach and up. So think about, as you're stretching back, a nice fold in the hips, but think about a tall chest. That's gonna help keep the spine a little bit longer and the shoulders back a little bit more. So keep your chest tall as you sink the hips back. Drive and drive. Yes, feeling it. And depending on how much weight you're holding on, the intensity will be higher or lower. And you can gauge that workout by workout. Up it, lower it, skip it. It challenges the body in a different way. So variation in and of itself is good for the body. All right, let's do 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Now, you can grab one weight, grab a heavier one if you have one hanging around. I've got a 15, I could probably have a 30 or a 40 here for goblet squats. Widen the feet out. Always point out to the sides here a little bit. Heels are wider. Drop and up, drop and up. So we're using the legs a little differently here. Different form, we can get a little deeper. We can move a little more. And that weight is right up to the chest. Right up to the chest here. Nice. Breathe. Inhale, exhale. At the top, think about contracting your glutes and the tops of your inner thighs. So sort of where your glutes wrap around and start to touch your legs, that area. Make them strong. 4 more. 3, 2, 1, and nice. Okay, side lunges are next. We can grab hold of both weights, one or none. We'll take a side lunge out. Weights can frame the knee and come center. We're gonna stay on one side for this first set. Do 10 on your left leg. Here we go, let's take it out. 1 and center. 2 and center. 3, good, keep going. Think about hip driving back. 4, 5, tall chest. 6, 7, drive the weight into the heel you're stepping over on. 9, last one, 10. Whew, nice work, roll the shoulders back. After this, we get water, it's coming. All right, other leg, out to the side 10 times, here we go. Reach, take them a little slower than the music here. Better to do these right and get down in there. Of course, listen to your joints. But really, this is a great leg strengthening exercise. Whenever we can go laterally with the body, it's good. That's a plane of motion we will likely get injured in throughout life. So the more we can be in that range of motion and work it, the better. I wasn't counting. Let's do 2 more. Side, center, side, center, and nice. Weights away, as promised. Let's grab some water. All right, we are gonna fly through all of these. Again, 1 more set. It'll go a little quicker though. We're gonna time it to ensure that we don't overdo it here. So I'm gonna grab my mat, we're going back to start. We're gonna go back to start. We're gonna do 30 seconds on each leg. And then we'll be up for our other 3 exercises. So let's come on down. Reminder, flying your front heel up with your back knee. Back toes are tucked under. Hands can come down. Here's another kind of fun trick. You can take your weight, put them on the end, and then power through. And this feels really good if you don't love reaching down to the ground. I'm gonna take this option right now. All right, you ready? Let's go. 30 seconds, up and up. And what this does, it changes the angle a little bit. Keep driving through the front heel. That's the most important thing here. Drive through the front heel. And if you don't want to set your back knee down every time, that's fine. Just get it close. And think about where your shoulders are. Mine tend to sort of round and hunch. I'm trying to keep them a little more neutral. And that was 30 seconds. Time flies. All right, switch it up. Other foot's in front. Drive through that front heel. Keep it glued to the ground. All right, let's go. Lift and down. Lift and down. Now you can go faster than the beat of the music, slower. You got 30 seconds to fit in what works in your 30-second block. And we're going, and we're breathing. Happy Friday. All right, lift and lift. If you're watching this on demand, well, happy day to you. Lift and lift. All right, 8 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And nice work. I'm gonna move this mat out of the way and throw it off to the side here. Okay, squats are next. So grab hold of your weights. We can add some variation here. Last time we just did some straight squats. This time you can add some knee drives. I'll show you. Let's begin. Down and lift, down and lift. Driving through. So we'll go just under a minute here with this exercise, and then we'll move on to our goblets and side lunges. Getting these legs fired up today. Nice. Now, you don't have to take this option. You could be right here for some squats. You could even get rid of the weights. Let's find it. You are over halfway right now. Find your burn. Drive back. Proud chest here. Tall. Back and back. 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice work. Set the weight down. Home stretch here. Sun salutations are coming up. Here's goblet squats. Bring the weight underneath the chin. Widen the feet out. You ready? Let's go. Down and lift. Down and lift. Thinking about different range of motion here than regular squats. We're wider. Toes and knees point out a little bit more. We can get a little deeper. We really want to think about belly to core, shoulders back here. Nice work. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and nice job. All right, grab both weights or no weights. Side lunges. This time we're gonna go left to right and make it interesting. Here you go, ready? All right, we're gonna do 45 seconds of this fun stuff. Let's begin. Take it side, center, side, center. The hardest part of this is to make sure when you step out that your hip goes backward so that your knee doesn't come forward too much. You got to think about it. The body will oftentimes take the easy road. And it's easier to not use all of your big muscle groups and to just push your knee forward, but that's not what we're after. We want to use those big muscle groups. Get some calories burned today, strengthen the body. 15 seconds to go, almost there. So you can see from the side how my hips are driving back. Yeah, instead of the knee coming forward. Almost there. Let's do 2 more lunges and we'll be done. 1 more. And you did it. All right, let's set those weights down, grab a drink of water. We're moving into your sun salutation portion. Yes, you can take your shoes off. And we can transition. Get those shoes off. All right, unwind your mat. This is gonna feel good. So the sun is coming up right over there. It's pretty cool. Sunrise, strength, and stretch. Okay, come to the tops of our mats here. And bring the arms up overhead. Exhale, dive out to your forward fold. And from your forward fold, Take the right leg and reach it back into a kneeling lunge. A full lunge is your option. Now you're in a kneeling lunge. Think about shifting the hips around a little bit. Find a good stretch. Make it a little different today. All right, child's pose or downward facing dog. Exhale. Inhale forward into your kneeling or full plank. Exhale, lower the body to the mat, and inhale, lift to cobra. Up dog is your option. Cobra is a back strengthening, glute, hamstring strengthening exercise. Press back to child's pose or downward facing dog. Right leg lunging forward into your kneeling or full lunge. Resting hips down. Step up to your forward fold. Hang out here. And then roll up or hinge up to our extended mountain. Sink to chair. We'll do this on the other side. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, dive out to your fold. Left leg reaching back into your kneeling or your full lunge. Sinking into hips, lengthening through heart center. Press back, child's pose or downward facing dog. Inhale forward into your kneeling or full plank. Exhale, let's lower the body down. Inhale, lift to cobra. Exhale, press back to your down dog or child's pose. Left foot lunging forward. Sink into hips, lengthen through heart center. Breathe in and out. It feels so good. Step up to forward fold. Hinge up or roll up to your extended mountain. Arms fly high to sky. Exhale, sink back to chair. Inhale to our extended mountain. Exhale, dive out to fold. And right leg reaching back into your full lunge or kneeling lunge. You could take our crescent option here for some balance. Hands back to the floor, downward facing dog or child's pose. Reaching up and back through hip. Inhale forward into your full or kneeling plank. Exhale, let's lower the body down and lift for cobra or an upward facing dog. Up dog is strong arms, crown of the head reaching to the sky, thighs strong. Exhale, press back to downward facing dog or child's pose. Pedal through the heels this time. Reaching through one heel at a time by bending the other knee. Finding your stretch. And then a right leg could fly high to sky for a one-legged dog. And let's drive that leg all the way through into your lunge. Step it up to forward fold. Roll up or hinge up for extended mountain. Exhale, sink back to chair. Inhale to our extended mountain. Exhale, dive out to fold. Left leg reaching back into your kneeling or full lunge. Melt into hips, lengthen through heart center. Exhale to downward facing dog or child's pose. Inhale forward into your kneeling or full plank. Exhale, let's lower the body down. Lift for cobra or an upward facing dog. Lengthen through heart center. Exhale to downward facing dog or child's pose. Left leg could fly high to sky in your one-legged dog. Drive the leg through into your lunge, a kneeling lunge or full. And then let's step up to our forward fold. From here, let's just hang out. Stretch the hamstrings, stretch the low back. Roll the hands around to one side, stretching more of the side body. Curl the hands around to the other side. And let's bring the hands to center. And from here, we'll step back into our downward facing dog again. We'll be transitioning into our deep hip stretches now. Pigeon is first. So let's hang out in our down dog just for a moment. Pedal through the heels, one at a time. We'll move into our half pigeon from our one-legged dog. Let's do it together. Lift the right leg high to sky. We're going to take this leg and drive it all the way up to the same wrist. So my right knee is about ready to move up to my right wrist. So drive your body weight forward and get your knee up there. It's just a nice technique to sweep the leg up. Other leg then can sort of scooch back. We can come down onto the forearms and nestle in to our half pigeon stretch. We'll breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. And let's just nestle in. A little bit of a maybe rock side to side, left to right. Breathe in and breathe out. And from here, downward facing dog. Pedal through the heels again. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and good. Let's reach the left leg high to sky and drive that knee all the way up to the same wrist. Wiggle the heel forward. Other leg can stretch back. Come on down onto the forearms. Let's breathe in and breathe out. Nestle in. A little bit of left to right movement. Breathing in and breathing out. Half pigeon is such a wonderful stretch. It addresses over 30 different muscle groups in the body. And depending on the day, we feel more in some and less in others. But it is just fantastic for the body. Let's take a couple more breaths here before we move on to more wonderful hip stretching. You're going to feel fantastic after your time with us here today. All right, last breath. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, melt in and let it go. And from here, downward facing dog again. Let's pedal through the heels. Feel how the calves have opened up here a little bit in a mysterious way. As we release our glutes and down into our hamstrings and legs, that frees up our calf muscles as well, part of that fascial chain. Okay, from here, we will get into a lunge. So let's take your right foot forward into a lunge. Drop the back knee down. Roll the hands up onto the front knee, lift up through heart center. Now for me, because I'm on concrete, I'm gonna layer up my mat here so I've got a little bit more cushion so you can just pinch the edges and fold it over. All right. Right foot's in front, left leg's in back. We're gonna lean into it today. So you're gonna let your body weight come forward, squeeze your back glutes, same arm as leg, can reach up to the sky. Let's lengthen. Breathe in and breathe out. And we'll bring the hand down, switch to the other side. Bring that foot forward. Drive the hips forward. And as you drive the hips forward, let's make sure that the front knee isn't too far past the front toe. Sometimes that can happen here. All right, so we're squeezing the back glutes. Same hand as back leg is gonna reach up to the sky here. And we're gonna get a nice opening through the front of the body. Do think about pulling up on your hip tip with strong abdominals at the same time, so that more of the stretch goes into the hip flexor and less pull in the low back. Just a little bit of a trick here for you. All right, let's reach out, breathe in and breathe out. And release. Let's unwind the mat, lie on down. We're gonna release our hamstrings. It's gonna feel great, so come on down. Let's cross an ankle over the other knee. We'll start with the figure four, roll the ankles around and other direction. We'll take these legs and we're gonna rotate them over to the side. So if you've got your right leg crossed over the front, we are going to roll over to the left. So you're gonna take the legs over the body. So this is kind of a rotated figure four. So you're rolling over to the side with the legs, but you do keep your shoulders sort of plastered to the floor, if you will. Now, of course, if you're tight, they're gonna move a little, that's no problem. Just the concept is the shoulders don't roll with the legs. really trying to open up through the hip. So you can even think about anchoring your spine down and making this more of an outer thigh stretch and less of a low back stretch. Let's breathe in and breathe out. And good, let's release. Other side, ankle over the knee, draw the legs into the chest, roll the ankles around. And other direction. All right, rotated figure four. We'll take the legs and roll them over to the side, getting that nice lateral stretch up the thigh, into the side glutes. Think about kind of anchoring your sacrum, or the lowest part of your back of your pelvis, down towards the mat. And then it sort of drives that stretch into the glutes. Let's breathe in. Fully expand that air and exhale, let it go. Breathing in and breathing out. From here, we'll come back to center. Now our hamstring stretches. Grab hold behind the right leg, probably just above the knee. Roll the ankle around, point and flex the foot. The other leg, you can extend it long. Keep rolling that ankle around, alternating directions. And then we'll focus on drawing the leg closer towards the belly. Just kind of pulling the leg in, finding that stretch, move up into the hamstring, maybe even behind the knee into the calf a little bit. Now point and flex. So toes to nose, and then point the toes to the sky. Flex and point. 3, 2, 1. Now take this leg, open it out to the side. So I'm going to keep a hold with an arm and sort of guide my leg out to the side as I keep pulling the leg up towards the chest to find a different angle on that hamstring. Now, if you have a stretch strap, you can certainly use that, wrap it around your foot. You could also use your peace fingers, do a yogi toe grip. You can take your first 2 fingers, put them between your big toe and your second toe, and then cap it off with your thumb. This is a nice hold on the body. Feels like a good stretch on the toe as well. Reaching the leg out to the side, breathing in and breathing out. Feels amazing. Let's hold for another breath. And return. Release. Other side, hamstring stretch. Grab behind the thigh, close to the knee. Roll the ankle around, both directions. So get the crackles out here today with some ankle mobility. And then just pull the leg a little bit closer to the chest, folding at the hip, feeling that stretch intensify up the back of the leg. Maybe you've been feeling it into the calf a little bit. And then let's point and flex the foot. Feel it a little bit more. 4, 3, 2, 1, and good. Now we're going to take this leg and open it out to the side a little bit. Here's where you can switch to your yogi toe grip. You can use your stretch out strap, or just keep a hold of the thigh with one arm and help the leg to the side. I'm going to grab the yogi toe grip today and open to the side. Let's breathe in and breathe out. Reaching through the heel. This will be our last stretch for class today. I'll take a few deep breaths and send you on your way. One more breath here in our hamstring stretch. And return the leg to center. And let's release. Let's come on up to a seated position. And we'll take a few deep breaths to end our class today. Let's circle sweep up. Inhale, hands down through heart center. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hands through heart center. And one more time, big breath in, hands to heart center, and namaste. Thank you for joining for our Sunrise Strength and Stretch class today. Looking forward to seeing you for your next class with Flow State.